moments of the year. I'm just putting the year together because it's October now. We're Q4. It's been a hell of a year for art. Them Dreamville niggas showed their ass. I'm sorry. Them niggas showed out.
Grand National niggas showed their ass too.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Let me set the stage.
Okay, this is a setup.
Let me set the stage.
My bad. I'm excited
back for the setup.
You gotta understand this nigga mine. He give the alley-oop right at the rim. He don't throw it from the 3 point line.
Okay. You want to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Them Dreamville niggas showed out. TDE. They're the GOATs. They don't have to do much. But Zay was like, hey, nah, I'm gonna burn this bitch down for y'all real quick. So it was a moment. Keem, Don Tolliver.
Beat him up.
It's been some moments this year.
Bro, why is that so automatic, bro?
It's been some moments this year. It's been some moments. But parallel to all of that, the entire time niggas have just been like, it's a Grand National. Shit is crazy. The whole time. Like the whole pandemic, niggas was doing this. Like we ain't hear from the Migos for a little bit. They had to figure it out. Like the niggas y'all love had to go away and figure it out, and it was one crew that just kept putting shit together. Consistently. I don't know.
Can I just hype, man? I'm not gonna really have too much to say. I just want to repeat what you say because these niggas are eloquent.
That's real.
This nigga eloquent. You know what I'm saying?
for real.
The niggas you love had to go figure it out.
You know what?
Just want to repeat it.
No, I think we need to add that too. Like that just needs to be a part of the show.
It's a bar.
I feel like we need to ad lib more things.
We do. That's real.
You know what I mean?
But this is so
Take a moment.
you know what I mean? Like everybody just sit with that for a second.
So you know how they say every great motherfucker carves out a position for themselves. Mm-hmm. It's only one nigga that can do that. He sits in the back of the room and goes, "Hey, that's it." But niggas would have skipped over it. They would have just kept going. Twice on Sunday season 1 sounds like that because nigga, that was the process. It was niggas just in there rapping. Niggas just in there playing beats. You know how many sessions I've been to where niggas just do that and nothing gets done? Yeah. And then not only does it not get done, it's not taking a step further and curated and like, no, nudge this way. Like it's so... Oh. So niggas are going to try to diminish it. They're going to try to devalue it. Fuck all that. Fuck, like, the man out. Nigga, have you seen the pyramids?
Man.
You built the pyramids, nigga, ain't nothing you could tell me.
No.
Wasn't
immaculate.
Wasn't no Steve Jobs when they built that, bro. No. How the fuck did they do that?
Still don't know.
But like,
how the fuck did they do that?
Like Kevin's saying, it took them 18 months to go figure it out.
Area 51.
GN was putting them out during the whole time. We putting out our third project.
And got a clip. Brookfield Deuce got a clip. It's crazy.
Monty Draper got a clip.
Full Metal Jacket, nigga. You kidding me? But what I wanted to get to though, I don't know how much everybody appreciates the Death Row shit, but Dre specifically, Ruthless Dre, Death Row Dre, Aftermath Dre, just on some music shit. Like y'all can do all the personal character. Like I'm talking about like artistic mind. There's a DLC record. There's a Chronic. There's a Michelet. There's a Snoop.
Terrible play.
There's all these things happening at one time. And he's going, hey man, if we all just focus on this one thing, and then we go on the Snoop album next. And then depending on who the people say is next from Snoop album is where we go.
Yeah.
But it's all hands on deck to this. Hey Nate, I know you love that song, but give me that.
Yeah.
It's going on this record.
Yep.
That's Berry Gordy. That's the Motown formula. Hey, Marvin, I know you the best nigga we got in the building, but you gonna write for Smokey and the Temptations for your first 5 years, and then we'll release something on you if you still here. But it's nigga, you gonna learn how to record the sessions. You gonna play the drums on some of this motherfucker. Like Marvin was a working musician in Motown.
Yeah.
One of the greatest songwriters ever. So it's this.
Marvin still got the best video of all time, bro.
Which one?
When I was singing while he was laying on that couch, bro. That is by far the best clip from any singer I've ever seen, bro.
And where do we start this project at, Monty?
That video.
What video? What video? Where were you
Interesting.
sitting at?
Interesting.
That video was the brainchild of the entire aesthetic of the project. Because this nigga's he's taking singing lessons, he's practicing drums. Every drummer that came in his studio, Kev cornered them niggas like, "Hey, teach me something," or I ain't giving you the kit, or I'm not getting on.
I'm not getting up.
You gotta teach me something
Before you come sit down, give me a jewel before I get up. I'm not getting up so you can just do it. You've been doing this for 30 years. Fuck that. If you not leaving the space better than you found it, nigga, then you get the fuck out of here. Teach me something.
Oh,
Real shit.
so all of that is happening. Niggas is going to classes, sending books, sending podcasts, and it's like a think tank. This nigga come in here, "Hey, Monty, you read this?" "No, nigga, I'm about to right now, though." "How many books you put me on?" "Hey, nah, check this out. Lex,
Bro, I be
hey,
going
bro,
through phases, man.
you seen this?" But it's all just stirring the pot.
Yeah.
And then to have the record come out and people's immediate responses be to all the shit you were most intentional about is fucking crazy. Rollout, aesthetic, pacing, tone. Those were all intentional conversations. And it was the first thing, "Hey man, the rollout? Hey man, you made me rethink how, wait, what?" I've had those conversations countless times in the last 3 weeks about the rollout and the aesthetic and the look and the feel, how it's making people feel.
Yeah.
And then they get the music, and it not only does it not disappoint, it exceeds everything. Like that's the conversation. It's like, and and people are speaking about you, and like that, just the things that people are saying are just it's crazy. But it was all, "Hey, Franklin Saint, these bars," and people go, "Hey yo, this nigga's gassing."
For real.
It's like, damn, they can hear it.
Yeah.
And it was so much. It was like, no, we have to figure out how to separate the vocals and the music so that nothing's lost and you can experience it all. And God bless SK, bro, because he was patient, because niggas we had like something and then not like that shit.
Hey, I just said, hey, last night, I'm like, fam, thank you. So I know we be on your head.
Bro.
Change it.
Yeah.
Move that. Nah, put it back. Nah, that's not it. Take out the mids. Like, what? The mids, nigga, make it higher. Just, it be one line, though. It don't be the song.
It be one line.
It'll be a
Literally a
line,
line.
Bro, that was greatness, man.
God bless
That's what that sound like.
Man, to have it be, I guess the machine moves so fast. So do things get their moment? Talked about the Dreamville show, and I go, why do I know this nigga's entire set? Because he just created these moments. Like when in the internet era, he figured out how to make you live with Friday Night Lights longer than you lived with anything else.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. Yeah. Live with it long enough to have a connection to it. Past like, bruh, every song this nigga did, I knew word for word, and I swear to God, I don't listen to Cole every day.
Bro, when my nigga did Be Free, you know, like how big of a moment that was, like the timing of that moment and how long that actually stretched, because that shit, the head of that monster came right back during the pandemic,
Right. Right.
And folks is over here talking about why is my nigga not at the forefront of the goddamn march. Niggas been talking about this shit for years, bro.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Niggas are doing their parts.
Right.
You want them. It's like you want them to do more.
Yeah.
Like, fam, like stop asking so much from regular people.
That's what I'm saying.
You put him on this
As much as
pedestal.
he did what he thought was right. Like, get off his.
In the time that he thought it was right.
Yeah.
And if it's wrong, it's wrong. Nigga, we just said that shit at the top of this podcast.
Told you, bro. I figured out the key to life.
Yeah.
Nigga, damn.
That common denominator is you.
This-
You know?
Yeah.
This is from Britt for Kevin Monty. The project has been a new experience for the both of you. Kevin trusting someone else to executive produce it, and Monty, you stepping up to the plate and doing so. What did the experience bring out of you? What parts of you or your character did you find you needed to work on? What parts did the both of you change over the 3-year over this project? What parts did? Yeah, what parts have you changed over this over the course of making this project? Damn,
You trying to go to therapy?
this is crazy.
That's why I said, let me screen those questions because you fucking catting off. You gonna cry?
I guess.
Stepping up to. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, how do you feel as we're like 72 hours in after the project's been released?
I feel great about the music and about our efforts as a squad and a team and the reception that people have been vocal about. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I'm the artist from this region that's like, you can see me. I'm gonna be outside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't be tucked off. But that also takes mystique away. So people just go, oh man, I thought they like expect it from you. Like people that I respect have said that to me before, and I didn't know how to take it. Like, yeah, you do dope shit, but I expect that from you, almost passively. Like, damn, like. So, with that said, I feel like okay, people are being vocal. That means something when you're an artist because you want the art to be a mirror. You want that, but now. It's been 72 hours. It's a long road ahead. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to think that this is one of those flash in the pan situations because there was so much intent put into the music, put into the rollout, put into building a brand from scratch that people can trust and respect and say they're going to show up and be
Say
themselves.
that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a long fucking road. Like people, they trust Coca-Cola, but it's been 100 years. They don't really know us like that.
And they had actual coke in there, so.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, so you,
Got him addicted.
like, they microdosed you to begin with.
You feel me?
You know.
So your parents you was a dope. Your mama drunk coke. And you was a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You was
McDonald's ain't far
probably
behind on
was,
that, nigga. They doping you too.
Definitely. You probably then there was a preemie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. For real. I mean.
Yep. No. Let that shit ride. Let that shit. This is a podcast.
no edit
Let that
point.
shit ride.
Hey, yeah, no edit.
Yeah.
Money, when was the last time we did edit?
Y'all to that point where y'all like, man, fuck it, let that shit fly. Okay.
Bro, it's
So this
gotta
gonna
be
that one.
many for, you know what I'm saying? Like it's what they gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Niggas been doing this for, bro.
I just be
Niggas
saying
been doing this shit for a
anything,
while,
so
bro.
No,
y'all
I-
let me know if we need to dial that shit back some. 'Cause I be
Nah,
saying
bro.
anything.
Since adding Britt to the show, the shit been many. This nigga got on here and said the most out of pocket shit.
Nah, I think what you bring up, and like it's only been 72 hours. There's still more to go. That was the conversation Monty and I were having yesterday as we were all cleaning up. You know, just kind of like, yeah, there's another part of this that we got to keep working on.
Yep.
And
We just, literally, the party just got started.
Yeah.
That's all I was like, how you feel? It's like, nigga, what do you mean?
Yeah.
This is the
yeah,
start of
yeah.
it.
I remember you asking me on Friday night, "Are you ready?" I was like, "Yeah, that this is what we're supposed to be doing."
Yeah.
Like the celebration feels great. The work that we about to do now,
Good.
turning it up.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all was working, man. Y'all niggas was working, bro. It's like strong black man's working. You know what I'm saying? Coming together.
Man.
Monty, how you feel?
I've been trying to make sense of this shit for like 3 days now, bro, and I still don't have the words. Like I don't. Like niggas is like, we were walking to the store last night, and Dill was making me explain the entire story about recording Glasshouse.
Shit.
He was like, he just asked it. He was like, so what made you rap like that? And I was like, funny you should ask. And I was like, yo, we were waiting on Larry June and Clyde for the whole time. That record was sitting for so long. And we had recorded so many other songs so that Deuce and I could make the record. And they just didn't fit. Mm-hmm. None of them, like, and they're tight, like they're dope songs. They just, it was so specific on sound, consistency, and story. Yeah. And it didn't matter who it came from. So that beat came from somebody else.
I tweeted, hey, anybody got some beats? Because we were kind of getting into the project. I felt like it was like 3 or 4 songs. And I'm like, who got some beats? And 1 or 2 people responded. You know, niggas be like, I send this no. Right. And that dude, Conjo. Yeah, he sent me that.
Shout out to the
I was like, this kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Then we just did it. And shout out London, too. When I played him the album in the summer, he said Glasshouse that one.
Yes.
It wasn't done. It was 1 verse on it or something like that. It was like a rough drag. He just kept going, Glasshouse that one. Yeah. And don't put nobody else on this album because you got too many features already.
Yeah, man.
He called it.
Like, I'm trying to get June on it. Yeah. I'm trying to get Clyde on. I think that would be epic if they
That would have been
like,
epic.
Don't put I don't give a fuck who
it is.
Yeah.
Don't put nobody else on it. And then the last day of mixing, he goes, I got a verse that I wrote to this a long time ago. I'm like, wait, what? Let me hear the verse. And then it was like, all right, you want to song, right? This nigga gas. And like, you talking crazy too,
bro.
He is.
He is talking.
So
what's up with that verse? Can we get into that verse?
Yeah, because it was the way you came in, though, bro. It was like, you know, the Kool-Aid Man when that nigga busted the wall, bro. That's how they entered the room, bro. It's like, hey, my nigga, I don't even know if the vibe was that way yet. So Kev, did you have to double back, or was that verse already at the end?
I double back.
Yeah, because that energy. So you was like, nigga, that on my
nigga slide on you. Gotta
right.
Slide back.
That's how I felt with it. I was like, okay, so Kev came back with that one because that wasn't okay. Okay.
Oh, that was written that day after that verse.
That is hilarious.
Hold on, fam. Hilarious.
Oh shit.
Young nigga tried to do me real quick. Hold on.
Oh
Double
shit.
back.
Yeah, like what was your mindset on that one? Because
bro,
I'll just say it was a pleasant surprise, and I was like, damn.
Bro, y'all missed it though. Do y'all know how funny that shit is? That Monty said, I got a verse for that.
Just like that though, because you know this nigga.
I know
And that's how we say.
Bro,
No, he set you up.
Bro, what?
He wasn't even looking at me. Nigga was in his phone, probably reading it like, I got a verse for that. And I'm like, all right, man, it's like we like damn near wrapping this shit up, but you could have told me this months ago. Whatever.
No, it's the dot at the award show when he did the freestyle or whatever. Mm-hmm. All the other niggas went and that wasn't supposed to go.
He wasn't.
That nigga just popped up like, oh, and then that nigga just like turned that shit upside down, going that drink and shit. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Like,
nigga, mad.
You know what tell us that you had a verse? Because nigga Schoolboy was like, wait a minute, nigga,
this was a rollout for TD.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, bro, he came through.
That is no. I'm just like that shit was hella funny. This nigga said the Kool-Aid. What was funny. I didn't have that verse. We were going to SK's, and we still hadn't heard from Larry and them. And I woke up at 3 a.m. that day. I'll have them spurts where I got to just wake up and go on one. And team be like, bruh. Like,
lay down, babe. And you're like, I gotta rock.
For real.
It's in me. Spaghetti.
That's why you my nigga.
Y'all niggas wild.
No, man.
Bro,
You
y'all
know
wild,
it's gonna
bro.
be jokes in this
Yes.
like right over here.
I'm gonna chill.
It's all flying. All flying.
Because it's gotta be, bro. It can't be that. It can't be this serious, bro. It can't. It's gotta look like this. This is what the process is. That's why they should be feeling like that.
Cats.
Pure,
Full blown.
pure cats.
Full-blown cats, bro.
Pure, bro. Pure.
Cats
I
on-
gotta be ace. Move
cat-
on
way
made
too
to me
mean.
without a trace.
Jehovah Witness, and they all testified. Nobody safe.
It's not personal though.
9 bands in a terminal.
It's like the niggas. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the verse you had, nigga. That's what the verse you doing. Man. So, yeah.
But I was telling him was like the funny part is Kev goes, "Hey, that's tight, but just rap like another nigga. If you could be any other person, who would you be?" Gunplay.
Take it there.
But it was so
The inflection in your voice was
it was
crazy.
so immediate though. Like my brain, I didn't think about it for
Yeah.
2 seconds. I was like, Gunplay.
You know, a stepbrother's like, did we just become best friends? I was like, Gunplay?
That was what?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That tone wise.
Yeah,
That
that's me.
pitch was crazy.
Tone. Cartoons and cereal, bruh.
Come on,
Man.
bro.
I was telling them this last night. I was like, he didn't out Kendrick blacked out on that shit. Like that's master level rapping. However, Gunplay's tone for whatever reason it makes you and hey, them niggas they was equal on
He
that.
was
one.
on the edge, bro. It was like that nigga wasn't about to live tomorrow.
Bruh.
Oh, he was.
I felt like that was his song.
Right.
I didn't feel like Kendrick gassed him. I felt like that was the one time Kendrick got gassed. It felt you was in another world when he started rapping.
Right.
And I'm like, Gunplay, don't get the credit he deserved. He be on some other shit. I don't know nothing about this nigga personal life. Gunplay, we fuck with
You
you
a
around
fucking
here.
legend,
That's
man.
real.
That's
Oakland, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You a legend.
You can't put a finger on that. Like
Man.
you know.
And that shit really inspired that whole section when Money come on that song. It's like we just pulled dope references, and that was a crazy reference.
That's a great reference.
Gunplay on that beat. Yeah, that was tight.
He said it too. He's like, brother, the days of people missing the bars. He's like, he's like, I really realize you do have hella metaphors. He's like, people just be missing them because it's monotone or it's like, damn. And for the bars that people are kept, Nate, shout out Nate. He was like, bro, everybody tweeting that John Morant line. He said, nigga, it's the line after. Like, why don't they finish the bar? And it's like you get it when you get it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just funny, like who's picking up on what, but it's because they can hear it. I'm just glad we took that time and made it that intentional because it's resonating. That shit is wild.
And it take hella trust.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It take hella trust. You know what I mean? And I don't. This is the first time that I probably have spoken about the process and the art of any project. You know what I'm saying? And part of it because you go like, niggas don't care. And then now I'm in a mindset of just tell our own story.
Anyway.
You know, anyway. For us, for how we feel about it.
Yeah.
And hopefully it resonates, but I'm not making it just so it resonates. Like, this is what we like to do. We're going to do this anyway for free. You know what I mean? So that feels like trust. He been rapping forever. For me to help him and go, hey, how about this? And he go, all right, cool, and do it. You can't tell every nigga to try something, do it new, and he just says, yeah, all right, I'll trust you, bro. You try it. It's a lot of trust.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trust. And then for it to resonate on the back end, so it's like, I'm glad it worked, because if it didn't, you know what I'm saying, then I look crazy. But that's, you know what I mean? That's just trust and love for this music shit. Like, I want this nigga bars to sound like how they supposed to sound.
Right.
Because I used to do the same shit. I'm rapping like this in my regular talking voice, and then it's scaring people. You gotta have some inflection. So I'm like, that shit is just hella important to me.
Yeah, that's definitely what makes like dot number one to me personally. It's just like that nigga figured out that code.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just switch. If you listen to that nigga's entire discography, it has to do with nigga changing that voice to whatever different,
whatever it needs to be.
Whatever it needs
song.
to be. It doesn't matter what it is.
Song to song.
I just went back and listened to fucking To Pimp a Butterfly and then the Untitled album.
Yeah.
And the amount of shit that nigga was playing around with.
Yep.
Come on, man.
I call
How
it-
good it was.
Man, I call it
Yes,
schizophrenic
that's-
rap.
Yeah.
It's like you have different personalities for every single piece of art.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you make you, then
Yeah, right.
You gotta be a little off.
Bruh.
And then
But
followed,
then the
followed
skit.
up with
Yeah.
what's the name? With
Yeah.
fucking what's that shit? It's right after that, or after
Damn.
you.
We Gonna Be All Right was right after that.
Yeah. All right.
All right. But yeah. I guess on that, because you talked about being able to give Monty some feedback in terms of like where he could go with it. Like for both of you, how were you able to remove the ego to be able to receive that type of feedback from one another?
I see you,
Just
John
roast-
Nail, on your
just
winning
roast
formula
this
shit.
nigga. Ego. I'm about to roast this nigga.
But
No,
I'm
re- no,
I
really-
rose back.
Really, that's what it was. Though, just getting roasted. Like I think that shit is so important to. I don't know about the rest of the world, but black men, like how we give it up, like. You can't be too sensitive, bro. Like I know niggas is going to therapy and work all this shadow work. It's fucking cool. But you gotta get your ass roasted, too, nigga. Cause shit don't be that serious, nigga. Like let shit ride, bro. Laugh at that shit, get it out, and move the fuck on.
Right.
It's actually there. Quiet as kept. You can't actually be a part of like be taken seriously in society until you can be roasted and take that shit. And that's specific.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a specific intention in mind with that being said.
I did some that book shit you was talking about. Hella reading on ego. What the fuck is this? So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at 510 Media I was taking this course with my mentor and all of this, and then the book was The Ego is the Enemy, and I'm reading it like over and over and over. And I'm like, oh, the ego isn't what I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Something completely different. So I got to control this motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Yeah.
It's not one or the other.
Yeah.
So when can I use the ego and when can I not?
Yeah.
And do I know what the fuck it is?
Mm-hmm.
And now that I do have a better understanding, I can kind of control it and go, is this nigga trying to hurt me by giving me a critique?
Right.
Probably not.
Yeah.
So whatever voice that is telling me that this nigga's hating on me or some shit like that, shut up and just try it this nigga way.
Yeah.
And you might get a hit because you respect this nigga. You wouldn't be around him if you didn't respect him.
Mm-hmm.
So stop the shit. Whatever that voice is, you gotta kill that nigga because he's crazy. He's trying to ruin your friendships and your relationship. Like, you know what I mean?
For real.
Don't kill him. Just, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? When you got a gun, you got a goddamn. You can't pull it out every day.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta pull him out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like anger in that Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Just being here ready to
Hey,
blow some shit up, bro.
Yo,
Yeah.
It was hating on blood till they needed it.
got
he
a
was
tick,
necessary
bro.
for certain things, for real.
No, you need it all. You need it all.
you need
But
it
like,
all.
if you just let him go rampant, you know what I mean? Like without no,
Boom.
you know what I mean? You blowing some shit up.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I mean,
There's a time and place for all of that.
for sure. You need that shit though. You need that fire at all times.
Yeah.
gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because
Can't stay
the
warm.
fire is also like you said. You was talking about as far as like the about the ego and then like the trust and like letting some of that stuff go. Nigga, you also need that shit because as much as like you may think that somebody's hurting you, nigga, most of the world is looking to hurt you, bro. Like it's a weird medium right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of the world, like because if you think about it, folks is thinking so much about themselves as individuals.
Yeah.
Nigga, what do you think is left over?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's like the intentions. The intentions is one thing, and then like how you actually execute is another thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that how, you know, like you need that connection to your ego in order to be able to help you out in those situations where somebody's actually trying to play you,
Right.
Yep.
and they're doing a hell of a job at it. Like they're just full throttle with their anger.
Sure.
You know what I
Shame-
mean? They
shameless
ain't
plug.
got to be directly at you.
But that's why it's wolves. You know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
part.
you know what I mean? No
That
pun
part.
intended, but seriously,
That part.
that's why it's so important. I'll kill you but let's do this together and make sure we get safety. Like that's the whole. Yeah. That's the reason why the animal is important. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. That part.
Because you can't. A lot of animals run in packs, but they're not dangerous. I kick a bunch of ducks in the face. Like, you know what I'm saying? What a duck is gonna do? Hey. But there's hell of them. So
you ain't gonna do that to no goose though, nigga.
Right.
Goose gonna pull up on that.
Yo,
man.
For the coons, the raccoons.
Yeah. Oh, you know, raccoons. Hey, you see a pack of raccoons, bro? Hey, go the other way.
Yeah, you don't want that static.
I just seen a pack of raccoons jump a cat.
Bro, I was leaving Berkeley. I was leaving Berkeley to get on the freeway, and literally had to stop. There was a pack. You couldn't tell what it was, but they were back to back to each other. So it looks like it's a fucking anaconda going across the street. It's chasing something. It's a pack of raccoons back to back, and then they're going up a tree. So like I was like, bro, it was the wildest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. Don't want that static.
What? I need to try to play with a raccoon over in Riverside one time. Like, they jumped bad at one that popped out from a car. And then all you saw was eyes from the bushes. I was like, my nigga.
Hey.
Yeah, that's your beef.
Hey, you with him? You with him?
Hey, I think it's time to go.
Bro.
That's that tap.
Oh, man. Horns.
B was roasting the as everybody has been the skit at the end of Childish. It's like that's the most toxic shit in the world, and so she wants to know our most toxic moments.
No. No.
Who's got stories? Who's got
we
stories?
all got stories. Yeah, I don't think it's fair that these questions. She not here to balance.
That's why she did it, though. That's why she did that.
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? I'm just gonna
Her the element she's in. You can tell what inspired these questions.
Motherfucker.
That's a serious accusation.
That's the one we're sticking with. Like that's the one we came with. That's the one we sticking with.
That's dating. Money, you go.
That's a hell of an accusation.
You toxic as fuck.
As fuck.
You is, man.
You got the nerve to have a podcast. That's stupid. It's so stupid.
It's all good.
But she had the conversation though.
Oh, the girl on the skit?
On the skit. The person on the line stayed on the line.
But
you didn't have to answer.
That doesn't
you
matter.
Have to answer.
That doesn't matter in this story.
Don't
That
gotta
doesn't matter
answer.
in this story.
You don't got to answer.
That doesn't matter in this story.
Skip. It's always, I'm not going to match your energy until it's convenient. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
You go, I'm not going to stoop still up. And then when the nigga call you like, hello? I mean, you mean what?
Mm-hmm.
What do you, hello?
And at first they always try to, I told you can't be doing this. It's like, you answer the phone. You do what? As soon as you answer the phone.
What? I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
Oh, this is comedy.
Every time. So that's, Yeah. It worked. And shout out to Deuce, because he actually wrote the skit.
I see. That's the part. Like, that's the
hold
part.
on.
This is theater.
Yeah.
And Deuce wrote the shit and somebody acted it, and it's like it's all the shit from Insecure last week. Yeah. Bitch, don't be playing a Sorro. And I'm like, wait, what? Man, it's a show. What are we talking about? This is so fucking crazy. They had whole static.
They imagine it's your autobiography right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they've been with you for 5-6 years.
Yeah, I can understand that, I guess. But niggas be acting in movies and shit. Yeah. And I'm not saying that this is fake. It's just not literal.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or current.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you live a life.
Yeah, both of those is important.
Yeah.
Literal
to tell
and
it.
literal.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of shit that we've done that I wouldn't rap about now if we were still doing it.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yes and no. You know what I mean? It's a memoir.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to go back and recollect and make, okay, what part of my life am I telling?
Right. Mm-hmm. If you like that clip, you can watch more up here, or you can subscribe right down there, or turn your notifications on so you never miss anything to do with Meet the Brave podcast.